What is up, you guys? It is your guys again, back at it again. It is the Cam and T podcast. You can find us on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple, whatever. We're on it. We appreciate y'all's love and support. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that link, and also as well, subscribe to the YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up on that video as well. I am your co-host, Tony T. Tom West, and we also have my brother from another mother, Cam. Happy Tuesday, brother. Happy podcast day. Happy holidays as well. How was your Thanksgiving? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I can't complain, bro. It's all good. The Thanksgiving break needed it. I took the whole week off. God is good. I needed that bad. Excuse me. I needed that bad, bro. I just listen. You got to take a break every now and then, y'all.
You do. You really do. It's important, bro.
Yeah. Put your mental health first. You know what I'm saying? These jobs, these corporations, these big corporate companies, they don't care about you like that. I know you love working there and they probably do like you, but they don't love you. Take care of yourself and take some time off. It's good, man. Yeah, it's good for you. I promise you. You got PTO, use it or lose it. So, but other than that, man, I can't complain, man. I felt good. So how about yourself though, man? How was your break?
Really good, man. I had a really good weekend in North Carolina. Got to spend, like I was with you, same thing, off the whole week. So that was nice, getting to really spend time with family and stuff like that. And I had a really good Thanksgiving, bro. I really can't complain. I'm actually excited about Christmas. So I can spend some more time with my family and stuff like that. But man, I had a really good time, bro. I can't even complain. The food was good. My mom, shout out to my mom, my sisters. They did a really good job. My dad, everybody cooked. And it was awesome, bro. I enjoyed it. I really can't complain, honestly, man. I really can't. I had a really, really good Thanksgiving.
What was the best dish this time?
Man, I know my mama watching. That macaroni and cheese, man. She do it every single year. She ain't lost it. She ain't lost it in the macaroni and cheese. She ain't lost it, bro. So shout out to my mom. I know she probably watching. Just awesome. The food was good. So shout out to my mama. She did really good. My sister too. She's probably watching too. She makes like this, like it's good. It's like this potato. It's almost like a potato casserole, but I'm gonna tell you what's in it. It's almost like a loaded baked potato, but like in like a almost like a, I don't know, like it's like in a cornbread form, almost like there's like sour cream, like everything that's in the mashed potato, bacon, cheese, and it's just good. If Charity, if you see this, because I know you normally be watching the streams too, let me know what the name of that is in the comments. But it's good, bro. And my dad might know it too. But that dish was really good too. But my mom did a really good job on the macaroni and cheese, and she did really good on that. But what about you? What was the best thing you had this week?
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, that turkey was hitting on something. I'm not
really
gonna lie to you.
Really,
that turkey was hitting. I know that's kind of odd because I know a lot of people think
a lot of people got a lot of disdain towards turkey.
Yeah, and not this time. That turkey was hitting. Man, my nana, she made some really good collard greens too. And green beans. They was both good. Mm-hmm. And let's see. And then my dad, he makes like this broccoli casserole, broccoli and chicken casserole is really good. And then my mom, she made like this chicken. This was before Thanksgiving, but she made the night before. She made like this chicken with some kind of, I think it was some kind of gravy. It had mushrooms on it too. Man, I like I said, I ate good all week, and I shouldn't.
I definitely keep my diet all week. It's all right. I'm back in the gym now. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you. So a few things tonight. We do have a special guest that's gonna announce some stuff in a second. So we'll get to him in a moment. I'll let Cam kind of break that down. But tonight's show is going to be good. We're going to be doing something different here. We know that it's college football rivalry weekend, and we know people want to vent, talk about their teams. I think National Signing Day for recruiting is tomorrow as well. So some people might want to talk about that too. I'm actually going to drop a link in the chat right now. I also dropped this on our YouTube page, and also as well on our Twitch page, and also as well on Twitter. And you can hit that link below and join the podcast today. If you just want to get a couple bars off about your team, we're going to have you in the lobby. So this is something that we kind of knew doing. We want to get more interactive with y'all. We're going to probably start doing this more often too. But we want y'all to go ahead and join. So I dropped the link in the chat. So if y'all want to just go jump in, holler at us, say something, hey, hit that link. You can jump in here and be a part of the podcast. So we appreciate y'all's love and support. And we'll continue to announce this throughout the night so y'all can see it and stuff like that. But again, tonight it's going to be a good show. We're going to jump into the rivalry weekend heavy. Clemson, South Carolina, Ohio State, Michigan. We got to talk about that too. That's a mess. We'll talk about it coming down the pipe. But again, it's going to be a good show. Y'all stay tuned in. It's going to be heavy on the college football tonight, heavy on the college football playoff potential rankings because they're coming out in like 13 minutes. And yeah, it's gonna be a good show tonight. It's gonna be a long one though. It's not gonna be a
it ain't gonna be no short one.
It's gonna be more like hour and 30 minutes tonight. So just stay in there with us. It's gonna be a good show. But without further ado, Cam, I'll let you introduce our guests.
All right, I got you. All right, y'all. Y'all hold tight 1 second. So like T said, tonight we got a very special guest. He's one of my brothers in the bond. If y'all know, if you know, you know. But without further ado, Robert Britton III is an accomplished integrated learning and education consultant, academic success trainer, and empowerment speaker, and a self-published author of 5 books focused on empowerment and building personal resilience. His written work is a foundational resource for individuals seeking to thrive under pressure, develop lasting confidence, and foster mental toughness. Through the Ready, Set, Go initiative, Robert is on a mission to connect with 100,000 individuals across all 50 states to build mental resilience, foster personal growth, and elevate human excellence. By combining dynamic writing and impactful speaking, he guides individuals on a journey to thrive today and for a lifetime. A distinguished academic achiever, Robert earned his bachelor's degree in social science and master's in education from Faulkner University, and as a doctoral scholar in business administration at Walden University. His pursuits of excellence extends into his professional work and community engagement as an active Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated member. His commitment to the success and growth of underrepresented minority students is unwavering. His workshops, motivational speaking engagements, and teacher strategy training sessions exemplify his dedication to academic readiness, personal empowerment, and growth with Ready, Set, Go. Success strategies, he delivers key tools that empower individuals to unlock their full potential, reaching new heights in their personal and professional lives. So without further ado, y'all, Robert Britton III.
Yay, man. Hey, man. Robert, appreciate you joining the pod, bro.
What up, y'all? What up?
Yeah, appreciate you for coming on.
No doubt, man. Man, I'm well, man. Thank you so much, Cam and T, for having me. Shout out to Mama Dukes and the mac and cheese. That was definitely my favorite off of the Thanksgiving. I don't even eat mac and cheese, don't eat any dairy, but I always got to have Mama Dukes mac and cheese. Man, thank you for inviting me to this platform and sharing the space with you, because I know you got a great show ahead, and that rivalry stuff's going to drop in about 9 minutes. I'm going to get right to it, and I'm not going to hold you long. Throughout my career, whether it's been playing, coaching, teaching, consulting, there's always been great moments, but there was always moments of disappointment and despair. The lesson that I learned from these low moments is time is our most valuable commodity. Cam said earlier, man, value your time. PTO, prepare the others, because I ain't coming. I need my time. I need my time. Time is a valuable commodity, and we have to be able to avoid these moments of pitfalls at all costs, because these pitfalls lead us to stagnation, inconsistencies, and sometimes bad choices. And these bad choices make it hard to recover. So what I did was I birthed out Find Your Happy. And that's really what tonight's about for me, is I'm just coming along to just give you an opportunity to pitch my book, Find Your Happy. It's based on research for organizational change, but it's more about individuals and being able to align your head and heart to ensure that you make the best choice for yourself. The framework is called SPARK inside the book, and that's where you find it in the new Find Your Happy book. SPARK stands for self-discovery, perspective shift, active commitment to growth, resilience, and keeping the balance. So that's the SPARK. If you can, since this is a sports podcast, I would like to relate it to sports because when I work with educators, students, religious organizations, business professionals and leaders, and also sports teams. So my question to you two is, can you tell me without a shadow of a doubt that Coach Prime is or is not the de facto reason why Colorado is the team that they are right now? Do you think he's the reason why they are the team they are right now?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely, right? That answer is simple. And you want to know why? It's because Coach Prime utilizes what you call the standard versus a standard. Now, think about what I just said there. There's the standard, and then there's a standard. See, when you have a standard, you have no infinite boundaries. You have the ability to fluctuate. There's no expectations for yourself, which can lead to excuses and once again stagnation. So if you are a people of a standard, you're less likely to actually reach that pinnacle at the top of that self-actualization triangle at the top. See, Coach Prime, he don't have that problem. It is what it is. He lives by the standard, meaning there's a right way and a wrong way to do things. There's no gray area. It's either black or white. He creates these expectations and specific boundaries, and he's the reason why they're successful. And he's successful in his coaching career right now because he's multiplies himself. And because of that, he has 2 of the top 5 2025 draft picks. Now, you two are analysts. Let me ask this question. Can you tell me with certainty that you could have predicted Shedeur and Hunter to have been high draft picks 3 years ago?
Not Shedeur.
Yeah,
not Shedeur.
Yeah,
not Shedeur.
Thank you. Yeah, you could say, all right, maybe Travis Hunter, because he was the number 1 high school recruit in the nation. He did flip from Florida State, didn't go to Bama, went to Jackson State. And then you're like, you know what? He might be top 10, but Shedeur, no way. Yeah, and the answer is no. But because you would have had to see more, just like you guys said, I got to see a little bit more. I got to see a little bit more from him. And that's why we play the game. I played college football, and that's why you play the game. You play the game because that's where outcomes are made. And not only playing the game of football, but also playing the game of life. As a player and a coach, I used to say it's time to get lucky, because luck is where preparation meets opportunity. The game or life is our opportunity to do great things and to be great. But the plan of action is the preparation. That's how Find Your Happy actually helps others, especially the athletes. Why not have a plan for life? I don't understand it. When you want to live your life and do your thing, why not have a plan for it? And why not have a counterpunch whenever those things happen to you in life? Because whatever is going to go wrong will go wrong. Not may, it will. So do life on purpose, because the day you give up is the day you give up on yourself is the day that you let someone else win. The great late Kobe Bryant said that. He said the day you give up is the day you let someone else win. The day you don't have a plan for yourself and a plan for your life, if you don't have a plan going down to Colorado, if you don't have a plan going down to Clemson, Alabama, guess what? You're giving up on yourself. And if you don't have a plan, let me tell you something about corporate America. Let me tell you something about life. Somebody's going to make the plan for you. All right. So you either make the plan for your life and your future, or I guarantee you a boss, a spouse, a coach, or whoever is going to fit the narrative for you. You can find my book, Find Your Happy, on Amazon. You can find me on all the socials. You can go right into the search bar, Robert Britton III. That's ROBERT BRITTON with 3 I's. Or you can find me at IamCoachBritton.org. That's IamCoachBritton.org. Once again, my goal is to reach 100,000 people by the end of 2025. And it's platforms like the Cam and T platform like this, TCT, that's going to help that mission and vision. I appreciate you, fellas.
Hey, thank you, man.
Of course. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Great word, man.
Yeah, for real. For real.
I'm ready to call you about my negativity with Clifton, and he got me start applying for 2 jobs.
I know. I'm sitting here thinking like, man,
so we appreciate you. And y'all can see here down here on the ticker, his book is Find Your Happy by Robert Britton III. Like he said, it's on all platforms. Y'all go check them out. It's 66 people in here. Hey, man, let's have 66 people go buy that book and support our boy. So we appreciate it. Again, Robert, We thank you for coming on. And again, we're going to drop you down because we know it's getting ready to be football time. But again, y'all go check it out. Thank you, Robert, for coming on. And again, we definitely going to be checking out that book. And we are wishing and praying for your success, brother. And I think you're doing a really good thing, man. I think a lot of people need to hear that. And again, man, we really do appreciate it.
Absolutely. No doubt, man. I appreciate you guys, and happy Christmas to you, or Merry Christmas to you, and happy holidays to you guys as well.
Absolutely, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, Brent. We're going to holler at you, man. Again, man, shout out to Robert Britton for coming on, man. Just giving us a little bit of word today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I wasn't even expecting that, but that was really good. That made me want, like, I'm probably gonna go buy the book now because I'm like, I'm intrigued. Like, I want to really know about this. So again, shout out to him for coming on. Again, man, we appreciate you for obviously supporting us and coming on the platform and showing us some love. So again, man, we really do appreciate that a lot.
Y'all go follow him. Y'all go follow him everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all
go to
follow
his website. I think it was iamcoachbritton.org.
Absolutely.
And then follow him. He follows the page. We'll give him a shout out later on Instagram. So y'all go follow him. Y'all make sure y'all go pick up that book. Find You Happy.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good word that everybody could use, man. So again, Robert, we appreciate you for that. Now, Cam, the rankings are about to come out in 1 minute and 23 seconds. So we won't jump into the Clemson and USC game yet. I know that's going to be heavy on us today. You guys, I'm going to drop the link again. You guys are able to join the show today. If you want to join the show, you can literally click that link right there and come talk to us, and we're going to let you talk, whatever the case may be. You'll pop up in here. So again, if you want to call in on the show and give your insight, this is something that me and Cam are going to be implementing into our process. And you don't even got to get on camera. You can just do mic, whatever. But if you want to come on here and talk, we want y'all to be more involved with the podcast. We want y'all to be more a part of what we've been building here the last, it's crazy, 1.5 years now at this point.
1.5 years, bro.
So we want y'all to be able to come in here, join us. And again, just come in here. And if you want to get your bars off about your team, I know National Recruiting Day is tomorrow. National Signing Day is tomorrow. So some people might want to get their bars off about that. We have dropped the link in the comments. It's been dropped on Twitter as well. It's on Twitch. It's also as well on YouTube. So you guys can come and join the stream with us if you want to get your bars off. We will be letting people call in if you want to. We'll be letting people call in really after this ratings come off. No deal. Yeah. But the ratings.
No, hold on. Ain't no if you want to. Y'all been asking us.
And a lot of people asking y'all gonna be on the podcast.
To do it.
This is your time.
This is your time right here.
Yeah. A lot of y'all been asking us.
This is your
when
time.
Y'all want to come on the podcast? Come on right now. We dropped the link
right now.
We'll be dropping it throughout the night. If y'all want to come in here, cool. But again, we want y'all to be more involved. We want y'all to be a part of it, and that's just that. So again, we got our call-in link there. You can literally just hit that link, join on your phone, join on your laptop, join wherever, and you can literally come on here and talk to us for 5 or so minutes or whatever, 3 minutes, get your bars off, whatever, and then we'll move on to the next person. So we're going to do that to kind of implement more people and make people feel more involved in the platform. Cam, before we get to the rankings, because we know what's coming up, there's a conundrum going on a little bit in that spot where like Ole Miss, South Carolina, Alabama, even now Miami has kind of been thrown in that mix. What do you think we see in a couple minutes?
I think you see Miami at 11.
Okay.
I think they're gonna drop to 11.
So you think Miami still potentially has a chance to get in?
I think they're still in. And I think you're gonna see. I think you're gonna see Alabama at 12.
Okay.
I think you're gonna see Ole Miss at 13. I think you're gonna see South Carolina at 14. And I know that's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. And I'm not trying to be biased or a homer or whatever, but I'm just keep telling you how it is. This college football playoff has already made the decision that they value Alabama and Ole Miss, their wins over South Carolina, more than they value South Carolina's hot streak. Even though they've won 6 in a row.
You think there's no way they're getting in, essentially?
I don't think there's any way, because again, they're first and foremost, the bias towards the Alabama Crimson Tide is real. We know for a fact that they're going to be in.
Yeah.
Okay? I think we know that for a fact. I think that the bias towards the SEC, the powerhouses in the SEC, and I think the fact that they want to put an extra SEC team in there, but I don't think they're going to put one in there that lost to two teams that are also vying for a spot. See what I'm saying?
Let's get it going because they're actually starting the rankings now. They starting quick tonight. They ain't playing no games. All right. Dang. So at 25 they have Memphis. At 24 they have Army. At 23 there's the Colorado Buffs. So they move up 2 spots from 25 to 23. So I'm really interested to see that top 14. Syracuse has now joined the top 25. They should be 9-3 season. They're at 22.
Absolutely.
Again, great season. So I like that a lot. They should have probably been ranked last week. Illinois moves up. They're 9-3 as well. Great job by Brent Bielema. They're at 21. So they move up 2 spots as well as of now. After this next slide is where it's going to get interesting. We kind of know who probably. So at 20, it's going to be UNLV. They move up 2 spots. Let's keep it going. ESPN, they moving tonight. They're not playing around. It's still at 20. They still showing UNLV. At 19 is Missouri. They move up 2 spots as well. I'm thinking 18 is where Clemson's probably going to show up. Let's see. So at 18, it is going to be, let's see. Where they put, oh, wow. So BYU is at 18. I thought they would be a little higher, being 10-2. So they're respecting Clemson's 9-3.
So we'll get into that
in a minute. I thought Clemson would be right here at 18. Yeah. Maybe okay. Clemson's at 17. They moved down 5 spots. They're at 17 at 9-3. At 16, we're waiting on that to come up. Right now, Clemson really screwed themselves this weekend, man. Because I think if they win, I think even if
they would have been locked in, bro.
I think they would have been locked in.
Clemson has a bias too.
Lost SMU, I think they would have been locked in, bro.
Clemson has a bias too. We got to be honest. They do have a little bit of a bias.
Yeah. Iowa State comes in at 16. They have now moved up, and that is actually an issue for Clemson because if Arizona State, which looks like they're going to be higher, you're not going to get that bye even if you do win.
That was never a question because
they're not going to get a bye.
Yeah, that wasn't a question.
So Arizona State's at 15. Okay, so Arizona State's at 15.
Yeah, that was never a question.
It still ain't looking good so Clemson's not going to get a bye even if they win. They're not getting a bye.
It was always 12 that we were.
Yeah, they're going to be at 12. Yeah, they're going to be at 12. Which means you're probably going to go up against Notre Dame more than likely. If you get there. So at 15, Arizona State is there. This is where things get interesting.
I think
who's
14,
at 14?
I think you're gonna see South Carolina at 14.
We about to find out now. At 14 at South Carolina, it's Jover.
Yeah.
South Carolina's out. They're not getting in. South Carolina's at 14. I can't laugh at them. Shoot, they just beat us.
Yeah.
So I'm not about to sit up here and be like, oh, y'all didn't get in.
Yeah.
Like
no.
They beat us. So I'm not gonna talk. But yeah, it's Jover for South Carolina. That pretty much just put them in the coffin, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That's again, I think that's jacked up, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll get into it afterwards. Ole Miss is at 13, so they are respecting that head-to-head, and I think you're gonna be right. Alabama's gonna be sitting there at 12. They might be sitting there at 11.
It might, I'm about to say it might be Miami at 12, Alabama at 11. We'll see.
So South Carolina's done. They're not getting in. That's
correct.
They're done. Good season, still 9-3. They were in the discussion. Yeah. Good for them. That's still a good season on their hands.
They overperformed and they beat.
Yeah, they definitely overperformed.
I mean, big.
Yeah, I know South Carolina fans are probably hurt right now, but again, great season. 9-3. You beat Clemson. You had a great season, man. I mean, honestly, I know it hurts. And Miami is at 12. So you are right. Alabama's going to get in there. Wow.
I knew. I told you, bro.
Wow.
I told you, man.
So even if Clemson loses, South Carolina's not getting in.
Nope.
It's going to be Miami that would just take Clemson's spot. So Miami might have just lucked up by not winning that game.
No, Miami's not in because the Big 12 champion is going to be
right. There. But if but I'm saying, so what if SMU loses?
If SMU loses, Clemson's going to take that 12th spot. And it's still going. I think because I don't think SMU's going to drop that far. I would think they put SMU at 11. I would think. So
Alabama's going to get in. Yeah,
I think. Well, we'll talk about it after.
We'll talk about it after. Yeah, Alabama's going to get in. That's again. And Alabama's at 11, as we predicted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate South Carolina, but that's fucked up, bro. South Carolina's playing better than Ole Miss and Miami and Alabama right now. By far, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And,
but you lost to them. They take the whole season into account.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think South Carolina should be in, man. They got 6 wins.
Because you say that, but then the committee will tell you that Alabama might be playing better football than Georgia. That might be what they say. Or they might say that Georgia's playing better football than Alabama.
At 10, we got Boise State. They're in at 10. I do kind of want to see where Ohio State falls, and then we're going to jump into the show for real. This is crazy. Yeah. Again, we're going to drop the link in a second here. Y'all that's in the comments. If y'all want to join in and give y'all takes, we're going to drop the link again. Y'all been begging to get on here. Y'all go ahead and hit that link.
Let's me and you talk about it for a little bit before we bring it in. Because I got a couple things I want to say. Yeah, so
Boise State gets in at 10, which I feel like if they beat UNLV this weekend, they're going to be in. That's that. All right, let's get to number 9. Who's at number 9? Indiana's at number 9, so they're a lock. Yep. They're in. Yep. So Indiana's in. I know a lot of people complaining and crying about Indiana. Man, I'm not gonna lie. South Carolina be the top 12 team and only moved up 1 spot. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I get that they lost 3 games. I can't believe I'm saying this. I kind of feel for South Carolina. Because they really got it going these last couple weeks, and it's like,
they don't won 6 straight. I think that's the longest win streak. Yeah, second longest win streak in the country, behind Oregon. I think
they moved up only 1 spot, man. That's crazy.
But
that's crazy.
But you got to think about it, bro. I don't know if they can leap. They wasn't going to allow them to leap nobody.
Yeah, it's over. They lost them games. And that Ole Miss loss looked real bad. So SMU is at 8. So they moved up 1 spot. Yeah. But maybe the committee is saying they don't think Clemson's that good, which I don't think we are either. But I'll get to that in a few minutes.
I think at 7, you're going to see Ohio State.
And Ohio State, God, I want to talk about them too tonight. We're going to have fun tonight, y'all, because we got a lot to discuss. It's going to be heavy on the college football. That's all we're going to be talking about tonight. Tennessee is at 7. So Tennessee's a lock. Yeah. They're in.
Okay, that makes sense.
So Ohio State lost to Michigan at home with a backup quarterback and their 2 best players potentially out, and they're still top 6?
They're going to be number 6, yeah.
Bro, what? How is Ohio State? I'm not saying they should have been kicked out of the top 10, but you're telling me they couldn't be like 8?
I thought they was going to be 7. I really thought 7 was going to be where they at. Because the committee hasn't.
Ohio State just lost to. I'm not trying to be rude at all. Ohio State lost to a team that quit on themselves a couple times this year, and they're at 6. They only moved down 4 spots.
The committee don't drop nobody more than 5 spots, bro. We seen that. The only team they done that for this year was Colorado.
Bro, they just lost to a team that barely got bowl eligibility, dog.
That's how it's a rivalry. That's how they gonna do rivalry. That's how they gonna do, bro.
And that's why I said the sad thing is Ohio State is gonna get a home game. Oh my God. And they just lost to a dude. God. Georgia's at 5. I'm just distraught. I'm distraught even for South Carolina. That's ridiculous. So they just lost, and they're gonna get a home game. So Notre Dame's at 4. So if Clemson made it, if Clemson got in there playing Georgia in Athens, it's fucking cooked, man.
No. It's Notre Dame.
No, it would be because I thought the top 4 teams get a bye.
No. Notre Dame, they can't be top 4. Remember, because they're not.
Because they're not in the conference, so it would be Notre Dame. Okay, I was right the first Notre time. Dame. Yeah, I was right. Notre Dame, which they ain't played nobody either, but they've been dismantling teams though. So we got to give them credit too. Notre Dame's at 4, and I'm guessing 3 is going to be
Penn State,
and I'm guessing 2 is going to be and 3 is Penn State. 2 is probably going to be Texas, and then 1 will be Oregon. So that's pretty much. I don't know. So
let's dissect real quick. Let's do
it. Okay? And then we're gonna drop the link again, and y'all can join. And if anybody want to come on and talk, we'll let y'all holler at it. But go ahead, Cam. Sorry.
So the top 12. Let's talk about that real quick. And the reason why Clemson, or the reason why let's talk about some potential shakeup.
Hold on, Cam. Hold on now. Oh, I guess that's okay. Never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So the potential shakeup in the top 12. So everybody, just to clarify, the ranking isn't what the bracket is going to look like. Okay.
Right.
And I think that's what you just saw too. Mm-hmm. So let's say right now the highest ranked team in the country is Oregon. So they're going to be the number 1 seed because they're the projected Big Ten champ. Okay. Now, even though Texas is going to be number 2 because they're projected to be the SEC champ right now.
Yeah.
Then number 3 is where it gets interesting. It's actually going to be SMU at 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And the reason for that is because they're the next highest ranked Power 4 champion, or excuse me, the next highest ranked conference champion. So SMU is going to be 3, even though they're ranked number 8, right, T?
Yeah.
In the rankings, they're going to be number 3 in the bracket. Okay. And then at 4 is going to be Boise State because they're the next highest ranked conference champion. So even though they're ranked number 10, they're going to have that 4 spot. And then it's going to fill in after that. So at 5 is going to be Notre Dame. 6 is going to be Ohio State. 7 is going to be Georgia. 6 is going to be Georgia. 7 is going to be Ohio State. And furthermore. Now, the shakeup, though, T, and this is where it gets really interesting. Suppose you get some upsets this weekend.
Yep.
All right. And the upset I'm looking at, Boise State and UNLV.
Yeah.
So Boise State, if they lose, no matter what happens, they're getting kicked out. If they lose. Even though they had a
spot, right?
And UNLV will take their spot. But UNLV will take that 12th spot because UNLV is ranked after everybody else. What are they ranked?
They are ranked.
They're like 19 or something, right?
I think 19, 20? Yeah. Let me go up and check my Twitter. Go ahead, though.
So UNLV is going to be at 19. Or excuse me, at 12.
Okay. Yeah, they're 20. They're 20.
They're at 20. UNLV. So they're going to be at 12. And that's why Clemson, this is why it gets tricky because a team like, let's say Clemson beats SMU and UNLV also wins. So now Clemson actually takes that 4th spot.
They're going to get a bye.
And they're going to get a bye if they upset SMU and if UNLV upsets Boise State. You know? So that's why this playoff thing, that's why sometimes it can get real tricky.
Yeah.
Because you can have a team ranked outside the top 12 on a bye.
Yeah.
And then as Arizona State and Iowa State, they're hoping if they want to bye, well, really, they're probably going to get the bye anyway. But they're hoping that that SMU loses because they want to bye.
Yeah.
So Arizona, either one of them is hoping Arizona loses. Now, if SMU wins, then they're playing for that 12th spot.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Because I don't think Boise State's losing to UNLV, but we'll see. They could. They really could.
Yeah, I mean, my initial reaction is just a few things. I know Notre Dame, has played great these last couple of weeks. But, dude, they're not even really getting penalized for losing to NIU.
Mm-hmm.
They're not getting really penalized at all for that, essentially. The NIU loss is just like, oh, okay, whatever. That's crazy to me. I'm not going to lie. Then, I can't believe I'm saying this. Ohio State, their loss this weekend didn't mean anything besides, like, the rivalry, of course. But, like, they didn't really get punished for losing to an unranked Michigan team who gave up several times this year. And they got beat at home. And it's like, oh, no consequence for that. But I cannot believe I'm even doing this. I feel like throwing up. I got to come in here and defend South Carolina. South Carolina has knocked off 6 ranked teams in a row. And them folks said, oh, yeah, we're just going to move you up 1 spot. How does that happen? I get the head-to-head stuff. I cannot even believe I'm going to bat for South Carolina. But if I was a South Carolina fan right now, I'd be sick. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, the way they just did them is crazy. They beat Clemson at home. They beat Missouri. They beat a lot of good teams coming down the stretch. They beat A&M, which at the time, they was a top 10 team, and everybody was claiming they was the best team in the SEC. They beat them, and them folks said it don't matter. It don't matter. I mean, I feel for South Carolina fans. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You feel me? I really do. I get it. I understand it. But it's just tough, man. That's my initial thoughts on it. Yeah, I'm just kind of shocked. Now we do got some guests in here that are lining up to come in. We got Ace, who is a Gamecock fan, so I do kind of want to hear his take. Cam, are we ready to start letting folks in?
Yeah.
I want to hear.
Feel free to ask us some questions too if y'all want. But
yeah, absolutely.
The floor is yours.
Ace first. Let's go to Ace first. We got another person behind him that's in here as well. But let's go to Ace first. Ace, I know you a Gamecock fan, brother. For one, we already done talked while the game was going on, but congratulations on y'all win against us. You know me, I'm a fair person. How are you feeling, bro? What's your thoughts, bro?
Bro, y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good,
yes,
bro? Go ahead.
Bro, this shit is comical, bro. I expected it and I knew it, but it's the fact when there's no excuse, bro, for Alabama, bro. I'm sorry. You just got, excuse my French, you just got skull fucked by Oklahoma less than 2 weeks ago.
Less than 2 weeks ago, bro. They didn't even put up a touchdown, Ace.
Not even a touchdown, bro, in Norman. Not in Norman. Mind you, bro, we had fucking Oklahoma through the fucking headboard 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
This shit is comical, bro. Like, this is a joke to me now, bro. Like, ain't no way, bro. And then the LSU game, bro. Like, how they did us in that. We didn't even have Lenore's second half.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if they use an injury, I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure on the website, that's committee, they take into account if a star player go down, you know, they take that in account as well. I'm like, bro,
that's why Florida State didn't make it last year.
This shit's fucking hilarious. Yeah, this happened.
It should be the reverse this time for y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest,
the brand gonna win. The brand gonna win every time, bro. This shit is fucking crazy. Like, this shit is, and you know what else? I hate to say it. They basically said fuck Clemson too, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I just told Cam. We're gonna get into it, but that's why I just told Cam. They also saying Clemson ain't good, which we gonna get into that.
I hope y'all win.
Either, but
on the real, I hope y'all win so y'all knock them Alabama fuckers the fuck out, bro. Cause they don't deserve shit. I'm sorry, I'm a hater. Fuck that. They don't deserve shit. Milroe's ass. Y'all just got skull fucked 2 fucking weeks ago, bro. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that shit. Hell nah, bro. That's fucking, bro. No, this is sick, bro. This is some sick ass shit.
I'm with you. Like I said, I never thought I'd be defending Gamecocks. I feel disgusted.
They didn't even look good against Auburn, bro. That's why I talked about with this Alabama caller earlier. They was talking crazy and shit, bro. Y'all didn't even look good against Auburn at home.
Good against Auburn at home, bro.
Like,
I don't think Alabama's really that good either, honestly.
They're gonna get boat raised if they get in. Well, they're gonna get in because that logo or whatever. Because that logo, they're gonna get in and they're gonna get fucking whooped first round. I'm calling it now. It's gonna look like shit. Miro's gonna look like shit, and everybody gonna be like, "Well, damn, maybe we should have put South Carolina in." Bro, this fucking stupid. That means we basically gotta be perfect just to get in now. Heaven forbid we lose 2 damn games. Heaven forbid we lose to a damn both Oklahoma's losses are Alabama's losses are unranked, bro. Unranked. They got 1 ranked loss and they got 2 unranked losses.
And all losses are ranked. Wasn't Ole Miss, both of their losses was unranked too, wasn't it?
Florida, yes, bro. Their resume just as similar.
LSU was ranked at the time, but still
they suck now, so that don't even count. And Kentucky sucks.
Yes, Kentucky went 4-7 or 4-8, one of the two.
At least South Carolina's losses was like
we had 1 ass whooping.
Yeah,
one ass whooping. Ole Miss, 1 ass whooping.
They only got beat badly by Ole Miss, and I guess they penalized. Ace, I'm gonna pull you down, but stay up here, bro, because I want you to come back up here when we start talking Clemson, South Carolina. So I'm gonna actually remove you, but stay. Don't leave. I want to bring up AB. AB, what's your thoughts on everything, bro? Appreciate you for coming on. What do you think?
Hey, I appreciate y'all for having me. Just looking at them rankings, I'm gonna be honest, I do feel for South Carolina. I do, because they do have a legitimate argument to be in the playoff. Yeah. The truth be told, they got a legitimate argument over Miami, because I'm sorry, but If you look at Miami, not to cut you off, Miami could easily be 7-5 this year. Like easily. They really can. And I think in the 2 matches, South Carolina beating them, but
I think that Cal game really I think that Cal game, I feel like if that one just ended how it was supposed to end, the Miami talk would be dead, bro.
Yeah. The Virginia Tech game too. They should have lost that too.
Yeah.
That should have definitely been a loss. Duke had them up 28-17 in the 3rd quarter. I mean, every game. I mean, I literally Miami could make an argument of being 5-7, and I wouldn't be shocked. But go ahead.
Oh, my bad. But I think it's that head-to-head loss to Alabama. That's what did it. That's what it. I mean. You can.
And South Carolina should have won that game too. That's the bad thing about it.
They should have been like when you look at the head-to-head argument. You can tell that's what the committee's looking at. Yeah. They're taking that into account. Yeah, they're looking at what have you done for me lately, but they always, at the end of the day, they always go back to that head-to-head. So that I wasn't surprised, but me personally, I would have put, if you're going to put Bama at 11, I would have put South Carolina at 12. At least let them basically be the last team in. Because
I don't think they could have done that. Because my thing is the Ole Miss loss was worse than the Alabama loss. Because they got boat raced by Ole Miss. Yeah. Like that very well could have unraveled their season, but it didn't. Right. The Alabama loss was only by 2. So my thing is, I kind of understand where the committee is coming from because you lost to both teams. But my thing is, who else has won 6 in a row at this point?
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
5 of the games was against ranked opponents, bro.
Right. Only Oregon's won. Hell, Oregon's won every single game this year. So
they won every game.
That's the only other team that they're trailing for a win streak. So I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, wow, like y'all really going. But also, if they put too many SEC teams in,
that's gonna be.
You already know what they're gonna say. Oh, it's biased, and I get that part of it too. But still,
they getting 4. They finna get 4. Yeah, and Big Ten finna get 4. So.
I will agree with Dabo on that. He said it's the SEC Big Ten Invitational. He said that last week, and he looking right. Not gonna lie, but I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time with how South Carolina and at least get to 12. I mean, they just be the top. I don't get how they just be the top
12
team, and you don't even at least get to 12. Like, you only move up 1 spot. Like, I get it. I think Clemson sucks, so we're going to jump into that in a minute. But, I mean, I get the head-to-head stuff, but, man, I feel like you also got to go off of what's happening right now, too. Like, a little bit. Like, you got to factor that in a little bit. South Carolina has won 6 games in a row and moved up 1 spot. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, it's hard for me to – I mean, they even had Miami – ahead of them, and I'm not understanding that either. Like, I don't. Miami done lost to 2 unranked opponents, 2. So I'm not really getting that. AB, I'm gonna pull you down because we got another person coming up, but stay on here though, because I might bring you back up too. So stay on here. I'm gonna remove you. Appreciate you for calling in. We got Denzel. Zell, brother, what you think, man? What's going on? Talk to me. I mean, we got Denzel.
Man, honestly, bro, you already know. First off, I gotta talk about my Trojans, man.
Oh, you already
know I gotta talk about that first. Listen, man. I need bro.
Oh, we got you echo. Hold on, Giselle, you echoing, bro.
Oh, I got the TV up. My fault.
Oh, you good? Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna need bro gone, bro. I ain't never seen us this bad in years. Like, we've had teams where we've been like
Lincoln Riley, boy.
But bro, it's junk ridiculous, bro. Like, we got slashed by Notre Dame. We were right there neck and neck with them the entire game, and it wasn't until about the second half things started to flip when bro threw them 2 interceptions, and I was just like, bro, what was the reason of throwing that back shoulder?
299 yard pick sixes, bro.
Yeah, man, that junk is crazy, man. Like, we had the game. But, man, honestly, man, they did South Carolina dirty. I mean, like Cam was just talking about it, I kind of seen it was going to happen. The SEC bias in a way. But, at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing, too, we got to see if Penn State going to actually win and do something. Because we know them and Notre Dame always flop in the playoffs. That's known to be seen every single year. Honestly, I felt like South Carolina, they did everything they could, man. They shouldn't have their heads down, man. That was a heck of a season. Heck of a season, man. Especially after last season with Beamer. And we was just like, what's going on with them? And then to pick it right back up. And they slowly picking up the recruiting process, too, over the last 2 years. So I think we see an uprising right now in the South for them right now. But, man, I think Alabama, like I think they might get boat raced, man. I don't really think that Panther team is that well. I don't see that great of technique in the secondary. I feel that that's lackluster, and it's not really a lot of dogs in the D line either. So honestly, I feel like they're probably going to be one game and out. Honestly, the way I see it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, man.
So they would be 11 right now. So they would face off against the 6th seed, who is Georgia. Is that right?
That would be Georgia. Yep.
Oh, that's a
rematch.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
hey, I ain't gonna lie.
That might be a closer game than you think. Because the way
that's what I was about to say.
Georgia
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really sold on Georgia either.
That's what I was just about to say.
I'm not really sold on one team right now, and that's maybe two. I don't even know because Texas let me down against Georgia the other week ago. But Oregon's the only team I'm looking at. I'm like, oh yeah, they got it. Like, but the rest of these teams, I don't know, bro. Like,
I think I'll be honest. I like what Malik said right here talking about Texas. I think that I would feel more confident in Texas. Not even gonna hold you. If Archie Manning was a quarterback, I'm gonna keep it a whole band with you. I know he's not as experienced as Quinn Ewers, but that boy is
with that running game.
He's electric though. That's the difference. See, Quinn is really good. He's having a really good season. No offense to him at all, but Arch takes that thing to another level. If he get out there and break a 50-yard run like he did in them weeks that he was starting, man, watch out.
Yeah,
watch out.
No, I agree with you 100%. I'm down. Appreciate you, Denzel. We're gonna move you down because me and Cam, we gotta go ahead and jump into it. And y'all fellas stay backstage because we might bring y'all back up, man. I know I want to bring Ace up here in a few seconds and talk about this Clemson South Carolina game. Cam, you know we got to get into it. USC comes to Clemson and they get the win. Again, they come in and get the win 17-14. They had pretty much been trailing the whole entire game until 1 minute and 7 seconds left. Lenore Sellers is absolutely spectacular. I mean, he's good, man. He's a really good player. I was like kind of doubting him at first, but no, that kid's special, man. He's really good. And I mean, he's single. I'm gonna be honest, and there's no disrespect to South Carolina. I thought their defense did a lot of good things, but he almost single-handedly beat us, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like no disrespect to nobody else on South Carolina team. My cousin played for them. Y'all know that. But like he single-handedly like beat us. Like a one-man show. Like he went crazy on us. I'm gonna let you get your stuff off first, Cam. What was your feelings after that game? Clemson leading the whole game and they screw it up in the last 1 minute and 7 seconds. What was your take?
So the same thing I've been saying all year and what I said last week when we got on this podcast, when you asked me what was South Carolina keys to the game, I said, don't even pass the ball, just run the whole game.
Yeah. Every
single play can be a run. And if you look, all they run plays were effective, especially the quarterback run. Let me tell you, Lenore Sellers had 18 broken tackles on Saturday. That's the second most by any player in the country this season, and by far the most by a quarterback.
Yep.
The only person that had more was Ashton Genty. He had 22 against some team, but Lenore Sellers did this against Clemson. Okay, a ranked powerhouse.
Yep.
Okay, a ranked team. He did this against Clemson. 18 broken tackles. And Clemson was out there. They looked like they couldn't tackle worth nothing, bro. I mean, everybody stunk. And I got a bar for Wes Goodwin first and foremost. I really just love to tee off on him real quick.
Go ahead.
T, you know how many snaps Sammy Brown played on Saturday?
Tell me, Cam.
37. You know how many snaps we played on Saturday?
How many?
On defense? 63. T, do you know who led the team in tackles?
Oh, I know. Saturday? How about you? Do you know?
I think I do know. I you know who don't know?
I'm guessing Wes Goodwin.
Wes Goodwin don't know. Because why do you take your leading tackler, the guy that had the most tackles for loss on your team, the best player on your defense this year, if we keeping it a band?
Yeah. Besides TJ Parker.
Yeah, exactly. Outside of TJ Parker.
Yeah.
The best player on your defense as a true freshman, 5-star. Why was he off the field in the second half? I think they said that he played 6 snaps in the second half. He only played 57% of the defensive snaps this year. Or excuse me, this week against South Carolina, and still led the team in total tackles. Why did you take him off the field? What was the point? When you know South Carolina was most likely and this is the thing. This is why I know Wes Goodwin isn't a good defensive coordinator, because he thinks too basic. He thinks, oh well, South Carolina is behind. They're gonna pass more. That's why we was lining up in the nickel. No, sir.
Right.
If they could make an adjustment and see, well, we're not getting anything through the air, why don't we just try to run the ball? Because they're not doing anything offensively anyway. We can run the ball because they're only taking up 2 minutes max with these 3 and outs. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did. They ran the ball. And instead of Wes Goodwin adjusting in game and saying, you know what, Sammy, you go back in there. We're going to get out the nickel. We're going to go back to our defense. He decides to leave him on the sidelines. That was ridiculous. And to me, that was the worst decision that he made all season long. To me, that was terrible, and that was flat out disgusting. Keep in mind what I said. Lenore Sellers broke 18 tackles on Saturday, and you put your best tackler on the bench. You just stupid, man. You're dumb, and he's gonna have a terrible holiday season because this ACC championship game should be his last game at Clemson, because that was just awful. And then on the opposite side of things, offensively, I don't know what was going on with I really don't know what was going on there with the offensive side of the ball. Like, you started off the game hot. Cade was slinging that rock all the way down the field. I mean, he was just throwing dimes deep down the field. And then you stop. And then you start handing the ball off to Maffa. He's only getting 2-3 yards. And you keep going, even though you got an explosive young freshman running back waiting in the wing, just sitting there waiting to get in the game, in Jay Haynes. And for some reason, he don't get no snaps. Maffa's taking every single carry, bro. Are you sure? And Maffa's not chipping away. I mean, he was completely ineffective this game. To be really frank with you, he's been completely ineffective probably the last month of the season.
Yeah.
But you leave him in and you don't even get your explosive running back, somebody who just had 100 yards rushing, I think last week, or 150 or something like that. Forget the competition. He was explosive. Maffa wasn't doing that. So why you couldn't put Bro in and let him try to make a move and try to bounce to the outside? Because I'm not going to lie, I feel like Phil Maffa got to be hurt because he ain't did no kind of, I don't know what he's doing. He ain't did no kind of moving or shifting or nothing like that. I mean, it's ridiculous, bro. I thought Cade had a really good game other than that final play where it was just thrown slightly behind Maffa. But again, bad things happen when we went to Maffa in the game. So I don't know how much I can really blame Cade on that. You know,
it hit his hand.
It hit his hand. Look, that's the number one rule. If it hits your hands, you got to come down with it, bro. At the end of the day, if you was able to touch it, even if it was behind you, if you was able to touch it, you got to come down with it, bro. You got to do something or swat it down or something. You got to be smarter than that. And then Dabo Swinney, I know you got a lot that you want to say about him, so I'm gonna let you say that in a minute. But what I want to say is, I thought it was flat out embarrassing, and to be honest with you, probably kind of disrespectful for you to throw your best player under the bus after the game and say, well, he was supposed to throw it to the end zone or throw it out of bounds. He wasn't supposed to try to make a play. Sir, the reason why you got 14 points in this game is because he made a play. The reason why you did anything on offense in the first half is because he was out there making plays.
Yep.
They might have been ill-advised shots, but guess what? They was connecting and they was landing. You done built the boy confidence up all season long. And he done carried you to bowl eligibility. He done carried you essentially to an ACC championship game appearance at this point because of his playmaking ability. And now you're going to throw him under the bus because you and your offensive coordinator made a dumb decision to even give him the option of a check down when he wasn't even supposed to go to the check down. That don't even make sense. What do you mean he was supposed to throw it out of bounds or throw it to the end zone? You gave him a check down. And as we know, once you go through your progressions, where do you go? Once you don't see nothing open, where you go?
To your safety route, which was supposed to be him.
And that's exactly what he did. So you can't sit here and throw your mans under the bus when he's the one who got all the touchdowns. I mean, he led you. And he led you that whole drive. That drive was nothing but Cade Klubnik, that last drive.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he drove them all the way down the field, and you going to throw him under the bus. I thought that was just disrespectful for him to do his quarterback like that. I think that was wrong, to be honest with you. And then, on the South Carolina side of things, they played a really good game. But again, I feel like Clemson kind of beat themselves because they had a lot of turnovers. South Carolina, I think they had 3 or 4 turnovers in this game. And Clemson had 2, right? We had a fumble. We had a real bad fumble in the red zone and an interception.
Mm-hmm.
So Clemson really beat themselves, and this is the second loss to South Carolina in a row where they beat themselves off of turnovers like that. 2 years ago, it was off of fumbles. This year is off of not being able to capitalize.
Maffa was involved in that as well, by the way.
Maffa was involved, exactly. Bingo. The boy, I hate to say it, he's not clutch. I mean, I know running backs ain't really supposed to be known for clutch, but he's actually the opposite. He's actually terrible in the clutch. You might want to take him off the field in crunch time because he's been really, really, really bad in crunch time. But that's pretty much all I got to say, man. And also, one more thing before y'all let you go, the ACC, all ACC team this year, they got it wrong, bro. You don't have Clemson have the most nominees to the all conference team, and the best player on the team don't even get a nomination, bro. Don't even get on third team. I understand you want to put Ward at 1 because he's gonna get a Heisman invite. I get that. Mm-hmm. I understand you want to put McCord at 2 because he leads the nation in passing yards. I completely get that. But your third team quarterback can't even be Cade, and Jennings ain't even started all season. Come on, dog. Be for real, man. But go ahead, bro.
Cam, where do I start? Well, first of all, again, and I've been saying it all weekend, and I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks. Until I see Clemson beat a team with a goddamn pulse, I'm not hearing a goddamn thing they got to say to me. I'm tired of Dabo getting up here fucking lying. Excuse my language. I know my parents are probably watching. I'm pissed. I'm tired of it. And the thing is, Cam, I'm going to give you a stat here. You want to know the last time Clemson beat a ranked team? November the 4th, 2023. November the 4th.
That was Notre Dame, right?
Correct. What is today's date, Cam, if you don't mind me asking?
December 3rd, 2024.
So it has been a calendar year in a month since you have beat a quality opponent. I'm gonna run you through Clemson's schedule real quick here, Cam, because I've been waiting on this moment since Saturday. I'm not gonna lie. I've been waiting on this moment since Saturday, bro. I'm gonna run you through the schedule. Okay? We lost to Georgia. Got absolutely boat raced. Me and you were in attendance. We got blown the fuck out. We all agree there, right? It was a shit show. We play App State. App State just fired their coach today. They had one of their worst program history. They had one of their worst seasons in program history. They just fired their coach. NC State. They have had a terrible season this year. Probably one of the most overrated teams coming into the season. We beat them. Not really a good opponent. We play Stanford. Stanford's 3-9. I mean, self-explanatory. Florida State, again, worst season in program history, probably. Or one of. We beat them. Wake Forest, again, down year. They're not really that good. We beat them. Virginia, an improved team, but still, for Clemson, you're supposed to beat them. You're supposed to be more talented than them. And even they hung in there a little longer than what they probably should have. Then Louisville comes to town off a bye week, and you get absolutely took to the woodshed. And by the way, Cam, they're not ranked. They're not even ranked when they come in there and whoop you like that. They're not even ranked. Then the next following week, you play Virginia Tech at Virginia Tech. They're having a down season, and when you play them, their quarterback and their starting running back, who's pretty much the two best players on their team, are out of there. They didn't play. Then you play Pittsburgh, right? They had been on a losing streak, and also as well, their quarterback, who was pretty much the anchor of their whole team, he was hurt, and you barely beat them. Then you played Citadel, and you gave up 280 yards in that game, by the way. Actually, the most yards had been given up the whole entire season. And then you play a ranked team in South Carolina, and you choke it up again. I'm going to give you another stat here, Cam. Clemson is 1-4. 1-4 in the last 2 seasons against ranked opponents. I want you to hear this again. Clemson is 1-4 against ranked opponents in the last 2 seasons. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. In that 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19 era, what was one thing Clemson was good at doing at, Cam? What were they good at doing at?
Blowing teams out. Playing defense.
What also they were good at that I just got done talking about?
Beating ranked teams.
Winning big games.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you another question, because everybody thinks I just hate Dabo Swinney. Like, everybody just calling me as this Dabo Swinney hater. You hate him. You hope he gets fired. And that's not even the case. And I keep having to explain this, but I'm going to explain it to you, them, and everybody again. I don't hate Dabo Swinney. I actually love him. He's brought me the most sports happiness as a coach in all of my life. So I'll always be will always love Dabo Swinney. I don't care how I feel about him right now. But when you have your team unprepared the last 2 seasons, I just named off the last 2. We probably could go back 3 years and find it to be like 2-7. I just did the last 2 seasons when you're 1-4 against ranked opponents. Now, when you have not had your team prepared for 2 years in a row, at least, if what I looked at, I ain't looking to 2022 and on back. I just looked at the last 2 seasons. Who does that fall on? Who does that fall on not being ready to play in big games?
The coach. Coaching.
Cam, who was also 2-2 and has not beat South Carolina at home since 2018. Hello?
The coach.
I can't hear anything.
Head coach.
Why do people continue to evolve blame from Dabo? Again, I'm going to say this clearly. I'm not saying he needs to be fired. But what I am telling you, and what I've been telling Clemson fans, is we do need to start kind of putting a little bit of pressure on Dabo, saying, hey, brother, this program is falling off, and it's on your hands. What are you going to do? Are you going to change? Are you just going to sit up there and just be like, oh, we're just going to keep doing the same thing we're doing, and, you know, we're going 9-3 every year, and we have an opportunity, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I've talked about this for several months and almost a year now on this podcast. Clemson fans have to realize, are they okay with being 8-4? Because I think Dabo's a good enough coach. He's going to at least get you to that. He's going to at least get you to 8-4. He's going to at least do that for you. Are you okay with being 8-4 in every year and saying, oh, okay, well, we're 8-4? Or do you want to get back to the glory land? Or at least be in the glory land discussion? Because a lot of other Dabo supporters were saying, well, Tony, you just want him to win every game, every year, and you want him to win the national championship. That's not the case. I told y'all this last year. I just want to be in the discussion. I just want to be in the discussion every year. Actually deserve to be in the discussion. And I'm about to get on that now.
Just want to be in the mix, bro.
And I'm going to get on that now. If we win that championship game on Saturday, we don't deserve to be there, Cam. I don't care how nobody feels about it. Clemson does not deserve to be in. They don't even really deserve to be the ACC championship. Let's get that cross the line first. And they definitely don't deserve no playoff spot. I don't think me or you would disagree with that. They don't deserve to be no playoff team. They're not. There's probably like 19 to 20 teams I would rank above Clemson right now without any problems. And I wouldn't even think twice about it. And this is coming from a Clemson fan. Clemson fans have to wake the hell up and understand what the hell is going on. This program is slipping, and it's going to continue to slip until Dabo wakes the absolute fuck up and quit doing this preacher bullshit. I'm sorry. I know my mom and dad are watching. I'm sorry. Like, he gotta let this, I'm raising sons and daughters and mothers and sisters and brothers. Dude, I don't give a fuck. You don't get paid $11 million to raise fathers and sons. You don't get paid. If that's the case, give my dad $11 million, bro. Give my dad $11 million, bro. If it's all about raising sons and daughters and fathers, Cam, give your mom $11 million. If that's what we're doing, if that's all that matters is raising sons and fathers, every single last one of y'all that have kids in here should be absolutely getting paid $11 million. Dabo, quit fucking lying. You know why you're getting paid $11 million. It's to win fucking games, bro. Stop the bullshit.
Football games.
It's to win football games. It's not to raise fucking fathers. So I'm so sick of Dabo defenders getting on here and saying, oh, well, he's doing this and he's doing that. Win fucking football games. That's what you're here for.
Really, T, not to cut you off, but $11 million, you need to be winning championships.
Bingo.
You need to be winning.
Bingo.
That's why you got paid.
Bingo.
Yeah, it's not just winning football games, because we did that this year.
I'm so sick of Clemson fans just like, yeah, he's trying and you want him fired and no. If I'm getting paid $11 million, I better be pretty goddamn good at my job, Cam.
Really good.
And I better be winning. Really.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not trying to say Dabo should be fired, but should he be a little bit held to the fire? Yes. Yeah. People should be saying, all right, Dabo, what the fuck is going on? Let's step the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, if they lose on Saturday, they will be 1-5 against ranked opponents. And Cam, they probably will be barely in the top 25. Let's start there.
They might fall because that'll be 4 losses.
When it's all said and done, that'll be 2 years in a row. And this is exactly why I know this is going to sound like I'm a bad fan. This is exactly why I did not want Clemson to get to that ACC championship. You want to know why? Because Dabo's sorry ass is going to get up here and say, "Hey, well, we made it to the ACC championship. You know, we did what he was already pushing that narrative today."
Yeah, I was about to say he did that today. He did that today.
Already saying dumb stuff like that. But you know what that means with that stubborn motherfucker? He's not going to change. If he feels like, oh well, you know what? We got to the ACC championship,
successful season. Yeah,
we had a successful season. I'm not firing Wes Goodwin. I'm not. No, this season has been an absolute failure. If Clemson is not a top 12 seed team every year, you failed, brother. You getting paid $11 million. I'm sorry, like I'm just tired of people making excuses for this guy. I love him. I love Dabo Swinney. I love him. But dude, you gotta step up, bro. You got to say, look, man, and again, this goes back to what I also said. He also has to question himself, and I said this on the podcast last week, am I built for this anymore? It's okay to say, hey, bro, I don't think I ain't signed up for all this NIL and all this. I ain't signed up for all this. Dabo is at a crossroads, and he has to make a decision on does he want to move forward. Now, I know I done went off for like 15 minutes. Let me get on Wes Goodwin. He should be unemployed today. I don't even care if we got a game on Saturday. He should be fired.
Yeah.
This guy has a top 5 talented defense, and Clemson's ranked like 30, 40, 50, 60 on most places on defense. And they have a top 5 defense talent-wise. Peter Woods, Barrett Carter, Avion Terrell, R.J. Mickens. I mean, these are guys that are going to the NFL next year in a year and a half, 2 years. And you are ranked 55 on defense? Man, stop it, bro. Wes Goodwin shouldn't even see another day in Clemson. And Garrett Riley, you're not safe either. I'm going to give you one more year. But you should be on the hot seat going into next year. And at this point, I'm just kind of like, I know I'm pissed off. I'm just tired of people defending mediocrity. Like, again, it's going to sound like I'm a bad fan. I don't care. I low-key don't want Clemson to win on Saturday. Because what that will be saying is we are awarding mediocrity. We're awarding it because they won one game. And we've been mediocre all year. We've been playing against a bunch of freaking slappies. I'm sorry. I'm just tired of it. Games Clemson used to win, they don't win anymore. They don't win anymore. And a lot of that reflects back on the head coach. He's continued to make bad hires. He's continued to let this program go down the damn drain. He's continued to be lackluster in the recruiting world. We're at 30 right now, Cam. 30. Clemson's at 30 for the class is supposed to sign tomorrow. Clemson is ranked 30. not 22. I actually probably could live with that at this point. Not 15, not 13 where they normally are. They're at 30. So you're not even doing what you used to do good anymore, which was recruit. So again, I'm just kind of like, bro, we got to start holding people accountable. I don't care how many national championships this dude done won. He needs to be held accountable. If I show up at my job, Cam, and I've been doing this thing so great for 3-4 years, whatever, and in the last year or two, I just don't do nothing. What's gonna happen to me, Cam? They're gonna say,
they're gonna write you one of them little plans. They're gonna put you on a plan. That's what they're gonna do.
It's Jover. You going home.
It's Jover.
It's a couple of weeks and you're gonna be fired.
Yep.
And again, I'm not saying that Dabo needs to be fired, but I think it needs to be a conversation with the ADs at Clemson. Graham Nerf, he needs to have a conversation, or whatever his name is, he needs to have a conversation and say, look, Dabo, we love you. We're always going to love you. We appreciate everything you're doing, but are you going to get with it or not? This revenue sharing thing is supposed to come save Clemson, allegedly. We'll see. But eventually, something's got to change. You're 2-2 against Shane Beamer. Shane Beamer has low-key out-coached him, and low-key, you could make an argument. If it wasn't for that fumble little thing last year, they probably would have beat us in Columbia too last year, to be quite frankly honest. So now you're looking at a situation where you could have potentially been 1-3 against Beamer and ain't won a damn home game against South Carolina since pre-COVID. I mean, I'm people gotta, and I'm not even really mad at the players. Like, I think Maffa played a terrible game. And like you said, I mean, again, I'm not really even mad at the players. A lot of Clemson's problem is culture and coaching. It's coaching. At all their problems, I'm not even mad at no player, really, not even Maffa. Because even his F-ups was coaching, probably. Like, to be honest. I thought Cade Klubnik played well. He tried to put the blade on Cade. Without Cade, man, we're losing that game 17-0. Let's stop it. He was carving up.
Without Cade, we losing to every single. I mean, I think the only teams we probably beat this season without Cade is probably App State, Florida State, and who we played the Citadel. After that, good luck.
Because you definitely ain't beating Pitt. He literally single-handedly saved your season.
Literally, yeah, literally. Yeah.
Like, let's stop it, bro. So I didn't really agree with him throwing Cade up under the bus. But again, I just think Clemson has been surpassed even by South Carolina. I'm going to let Ace get back up in here because I kind of want to hear his take on what I'm saying. Clemson has let South Carolina pass them as a program. I'm just going to tell y'all this now. They have. And that's on Dabo Swinney. And I don't care which way you slice the cheese. He is the problem. And until Clemson fans admit Dabo is the source of the problem, you're going to continue being disappointed. You're going to continue saying I'm a negative fan. You're going to continue saying, oh, he's just being negative. No, I'm just being honest. I'm just calling it how I see it.
Yeah.
But people don't want to do that because Dabo's their favorite and they love him. I was a Clemson fan before Dabo. I'm going to be a Clemson fan after him. Clemson come first before Dabo. I'm just keeping it real, bro. And if I see him doing detriment to my program, I'm going to say something. And I feel like what he's done the last 4 years has slowly been detrimental to the program, and now you can't even beat South Carolina every year. You're struggling to beat them every year.
Man, listen, he talking earlier today. He talking about some. We still got 2 goals left. We still want to win the conference.
What happened to best is the standard, bro? Is it
win the closer
now? Is that the new thing at Clemson?
Bro,
mediocrity is the standard. Is that the new thing?
I mean, I gotta be real, bro. This season, we've really, what's the word that I'm looking for? We've failed upward this season.
That's why I don't want. That's exactly why I don't want them to win that game on Saturday.
This season, we failed upward.
If they get in that playoff, Dabo is gonna be like, oh, we can just keep doing things the way we're doing them.
Because he's gonna be vindicated at that point. He's gonna be like, well, I made the playoffs doing.
That's why I don't want us to win
the playoffs doing it my way. Maybe in one of these years I could sneak off and win a championship doing it my way. It's not gonna work that way.
It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work that way.
It's gonna be
we'll see.
Detrimental to the program long term.
Look, and he talking about some. We still got 2 goals left. We have 4 goals in the season. Win the opener, which we didn't do. Win the state, which we didn't do. win the conference, and win the closer. There's a great chance that we don't do. There's a great chance that we go 0-4 on our goals this season, and that's something that Clemson's always been talking about. It's those 4 goals that they want to do. Majority of the time, if we do all 4, we end up with either a national. If we do all 4, we end up with a national championship. Majority of the time. The problem is last season your goals were over from the jump because you lost. I mean, you done lost the opener 2 years in a row.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you almost lost the state 2 years in a row, 3 years in a row at this point. Right? And then you haven't won the conference. We didn't win the conference last year. And then this year there's a good chance that we don't even win the closer. We don't know who's going to be our bowl matchup. If we win the ACC, we get in there and we going against Notre Dame. Might mess around and get blued out.
We're going to get blue. Bro, listen. And we're going to start getting, because we got a lot of people joining. And we're going to get to y'all. And I'm just going to say it. Clemson's not beating SMU. A team with a pulse, Clemson's not beating. They're not. Until I see it, I'm good. Like, I haven't seen it in over a calendar year, Cam. I don't like. People are like, oh, well, if Clemson beat SMU, stop saying that. We're not going to do it. We've showed y'all 4 to 5 to 6 times in the last 2 years. We ain't beating no team with a pulse.
Yeah.
Take it away you want to. If they are a decent to good team, we're going to fall flat on our face. We almost did it to Pittsburgh with a backup quarterback. We almost did it against Pittsburgh with a backup quarterback. I hate to say it, Clemson's just not good, bro. Which is why I don't want them to make the playoffs, because Dabo needs to sit in that and say, hey, man, I done made a lot of mistakes. I done fucked up a lot. I need to fix this. This is on my hands. I know that's going to sound like I'm being a bad fan. I do not want to win that ACC championship, because I'm telling you exactly what's going to happen. Dabo is going to dig in deeper and say, oh, yeah, we made it to the playoffs, and I did it my way, like you were just saying. It's Jover. If that stubborn Negro does that, it's cooked. We are done for a long time. And people just want to he's not going to do that. He is. He's done showed y'all for the last 4 years. He's stubborn as hell. He's not going to change.
The cronies are going to be the ones too. They're going to be like, well, because they gonna look next year. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take a couple of L's. Me and you gonna be right up here again. And they're gonna be like, well, last year, what happened last year? We made the ACC championship game last year. We made the college football playoff.
And you know what's gonna continue happening, Cam? We're gonna continue to be Nebraska. It's gonna just keep slowly going down, and then eventually they're gonna be like, oh damn, them boys was right. Yeah, we should have.
And it's going to get to a point where they're going to be like me and didn't even know that Nebraska was good back in the day, because I never knew they had a good team. Never, because they were so bad. They were so bad growing up. You know what I'm saying? I never knew they was a powerhouse back in the day. I never knew. I knew a little bit about Colorado.
Change things. And again, I'll give him a little bit of slack, because they saying this revenue thing is supposed to change stuff. But
T, that's the thing. It's going to change our NIL, yeah. But you got other teams that's getting the same amount of money.
Right. So
that's all it's going to do is just, it's not even, the only thing it's going to do is give us the players that we paying now. They just going to get raises, essentially.
Yep, essentially.
Yeah, because Ohio State NIL, once again, like I told you, the Chris Carters of the world, you know what I'm saying? God, I'm trying to, my mind keep going blank when it comes to Ohio State, but all-time greats, they giving back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They funding that NIL.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson, you know what I'm saying? We not paying our guys the way the Ohio State is. Ohio State is paying their dudes. They said they got a $20 million roster right now, and they about to add another 20.
I do want to hop into Ohio State though. After we get some of these calls knocked down, I want to. We got to have a discussion about them too.
Go ahead.
Let me get Ace back up in here, because I want Ace take, because he's a South Carolina Gamecock fan. Ace, again, congratulations on the win. What did you think about the game just in general? Oh, Ace, is you with us, brother? Ace might not be with us.
My fault. What's going on, y'all?
You good? Yeah, I was gonna ask how did you feel about the game, y'all winning and stuff like that?
Hold on.
Oh,
shit.
You good? You good, bro?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, you good, bro? Go ahead. We hear you.
Damn.
Oh, he can't hear us. I don't think. Can you hear us? All right, let's bring Ace back up.
Bring somebody.
Yeah, let's bring AB back up. AB, what you think about the thoughts I just said, bro?
Man, you hit the nail on the head, and because I wanted so bad to pick y'all this weekend against SMU, but then I keep thinking about this South Carolina game, and I think about that pick game. Like, I can't do it. No. I can't do it because y'all brought it up. It's been a whole calendar year since Clemson beat a ranked team, and the way SMU runs that offense, I don't see it changing. Unless Clemson defense turns into 2018 Clemson defense, I don't see nothing changing. I mean, I think Cade will have a good game, but at what price?
Yeah,
because we saw what Lenore Sellers did, and by the way, I got to give credit to him because that kid's gonna be a freaking problem for the next 2 years.
Absolutely.
But Jennings at SMU can run the ball too.
Yeah,
so that's what concerns me.
That's what I'm saying.
So
yeah, he's just as good as a runner. He's not as big, but he's just as good.
And I also say I agree with Cade Klubnik getting screwed over by not even at least being third team all ACC. Yeah. I don't understand that. I mean, I get Cam Ward. I get Cam Ward. I get that one. He's going to New York, even though there's no chance in hell he wins the Heisman.
Yeah,
New York. How do you not have Cade at least number 3?
3. That's what I'm saying. At least number 3.
I saw that and I'm like, wait a minute. Were they watching the games this year?
Nope. AB, they couldn't have been watching the games because I'm not even gonna hold you. I see a couple Clemson players on that list. I'm like, are you sure they need to be on this all ACC team, bro?
I don't want to put no names out there. I was like,
I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing because we know we got some fans of the pod. But listen, bro, I just seen a couple of names on that list. I was like, hold on, because I was sitting there looking. I was like, okay, this dude here, and I'm looking. I'm like, where? I'm like, Cade Klubnik. What? And I had to go look at the list, and that's when I seen it was Jennings at third team, which I get it, but the dude ain't started all season, man.
He didn't even start the whole season.
He ain't start the whole season, bro. We got to be real, man.
Yeah, he didn't start the whole season. Yeah, y'all don't name no names, so you don't want to end up like me. Because you don't want to. Y'all know that story. Y'all want to but yeah, I get it. I get the concern now. I mean, y'all been trying to look. I will say this. I'm only happy that somehow, by some crazy way, thank you, Miami, for doing this. My prediction of Clemson going to the ACC championship did come true. Now them winning it, I'm not gonna go with that one.
I wouldn't advise you to, bro. I'm gonna bring Ace back up. Appreciate you, AB.
Don't put no money on it, AB.
Yeah,
don't put no money on
it. You're gonna be wasting money, bro. Hey, how you feel about y'all getting that win over us, bro? Pop your shit now.
Oh man, it felt great. Personally, y'all played it perfectly though. I'm gonna keep it a band, which I got to give y'all flowers. I think Dabo was well prepared. Like all 4 quarters, y'all really controlled the game, and y'all did a good job taking away Kyle Kennard and Dylan Stewart. Yeah. Like y'all really took them out of the game, bro. Like that's really like our strong, that really like, is our strength there, And my question, this is the thing though, like why'd y'all stop going to Wesco and Moore? Like on the deep route, the phase, y'all was cooking us with that.
Oh my God, that's what I was saying earlier, bro. Like it didn't make no sense for you to start the game, Cade throwing drone strikes down the field, Wesco, TJ Moore, you know what I'm saying, Antonio Williams getting open across the middle, and then in the second half, now all of a sudden you want to hand the ball off to Phil Maffa, who was getting stopped for 2 and 3 yards all game. I didn't understand it at all. I look, the question that you asked us is the questions that we asking Garrett Riley right now.
Yeah.
And the questions that really we probably
what was working.
Right.
I mean, Wesco was cooking, TJ Moore was cooking, Antonio Williams had like 9 catches, and they didn't even go to him anymore in the fourth quarter. He had 9 catches. He was cooking South Carolina, and we just said, "Oh, yep, we're done. We're not gonna go to him no more."
Like y'all, yeah, and that's what I was noticing as well. And then also it's like no. This is where I knew we kind of effed up at. Nick Harbor was our leading receiver. I was like, yeah, something right here.
Honestly, defensively in the secondary, I thought they did a pretty good job, bro.
They did.
Yeah, y'all took away Mazie. Yeah. And you know, y'all from the upstate, y'all know about Mazeo Bennett and shit. Yeah, I was like, y'all took him out of the game. Jared Brown, you know, he's still, you know, getting his feet wet in our system and shit. And like Nick Harbor was y'all made Nick Harbor our lead receiver. So y'all were doing good. Like y'all were doing good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's when I text you. Like when I text you, I legit texted T, y'all. I shit y'all not.
Yeah, what did I tell you? I said, bro, the game ain't over yet. I'm telling you, this is the new Clemson, bro. They don't win big games, bro. I told you that. I said, bro, I'm telling you now. Ace was texting during the game, and I was like, bro. He was like, hey, bro, y'all won. I was like, bro, no.
Cause Lenore's the only one fighting for us, bro. Like he was like, I'm not losing.
I gotta get Ace. I know me and you was joking about. I was joking about him earlier this year, and I gotta come on here and say you was right about that kid, man. He's good. He's the good. Yeah. He kind of had, and I was saying this. He's kind of like a Cam Newton, but actually, the more I think about it, he almost kind of reminds me a little more of like a Josh Allen. Like he don't got the arm strength quite as Josh Allen, but the way when he get in that open field, bro, it's kind of Jover, bro. Like we had so hard of a time taking that dude down. I mean, Peter Woods, 320 pounds, couldn't take him down. TJ Parker, 290 pounds, couldn't take him down. DeMonte Cartwright, 300. Like we had big guys up there.
Big dudes.
Getting up out of there, like that dude's gonna be good. Like I hate South Carolina, but he's gonna be good, bro. Like that kid's gonna be good. Like 100%.
He remind me of a Donovan McNabb type, bro.
Yeah,
that's what he reminds me.
Athletic though, bro.
But more athletic. More athletic.
He's athletic.
I mean, but McNabb was big like that, and he was able to escape. McNabb could move through the pocket like nobody else, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And that's what he kind of remind me of. But the only difference is Lenore's might take off and get you another 20 or 30 or 40
yards. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He ain't no
disrespect. And honestly,
good hands with him.
Hey, y'all got him out his usually he calm and collective, right? Y'all got him out his cool, bro. Y'all pissed him off. Like I never seen him pissed off. Like he swing back. I think he swung or whoever number 3 was, some shit when they went off out of bounds. I think he swung on him.
TJ Parker.
Yeah, he might have did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a rivalry, but it's a rivalry game. Like you expect stuff like that. Of course, they're gonna play.
Let me ask you a question too before we let you go, and we're gonna kind of transition into the Michigan Ohio State game too in a second here. How do you feel about the whole flag planting thing? Because for me, I don't have no issue with it. If you let somebody come in your house and beat your tail, then they should be able to do whatever they want to your field. Like I went, man, people was like, oh, well, South Carolina was trying to plant the flag on our field, and they were saying something about the little chicken tried to crap on the field or whatever. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, honestly, if you let somebody come in your house and spank you like that, I'm not gonna lie. It's all fair game. It's a rivalry. That's how I think. Like, what do y'all think? And mainly, Ace, I want to get your take on it since you're a South Carolina fan.
I mean, personally, I'm all about getting the dub, getting up out of there, man. But all the extracurricular stuff, man. I mean, hey, you just gotta. If you don't like it, you gotta stop it. Just like what Cam said, if you don't like me dancing in the end zone, stop. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So if you don't like it, you just gotta stop the other team. And I'm actually glad. I hope y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stay back and listen for the Ohio State thing because I think it's pretty hilarious that they got a $20 million roster and still can't beat that roster.
Yeah, we got to.
Still can't beat that rival.
We got to jump into that. Yeah.
That's hilarious to me. Yeah. I got one trolling me right now because I kind of crashed out with this whole college football playoff thing. But I'm like, bro, if you got a $20 million roster, and you still can't beat your rival team, bro. Like, stop it. Stop
exactly.
it.
Yeah, we got to look into that, man.
And they can't really win. We need to be honest about them winning the big games too. At this point,
you
know what I'm saying?
Man, they Penn State with motion. They just Penn State with motion. That's all. That's all they is. They just Penn State with motion. That's all Ohio State is.
Bro, it's funny, bro. All right, bro. We appreciate you for coming on, bro. I'm gonna pull you all down. Let's talk about it. Boy. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Michigan knocks off Ohio State 13-10, right? That's the score, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Again, man.
I think so.
I mean, bro, this is 4 years in a row now that Michigan has absolutely just came into Ohio State or at their place and just absolutely smacked them around. And this is probably the most egregious.
This is the worst one by far.
They were 6-5. Like I said, that Michigan team looked like they had given up several times this season. And, you know, again, they come in there and lose. I was too locked in on our game with South Carolina, so I didn't really get to really watch it until actually yesterday. I went back and rewatched it. And Michigan just whooped them in the trenches like they've done the last 4 years. Like, it was just absolute nasty work whooping. Ryan Day is now 1-4 against Michigan. So let me ask you a question. Actually, I'm gonna give my take first, and then I'll ask you a question. Go ahead.
No, I was saying
he's saying 1-4. Okay.
Camera, 1-4.
Let me say this real quickly, and I said this on TikTok. Y'all can follow us on there because I'm back active on there too. I can't believe I'm saying a coach that's 66-10 should potentially be fired. I'm so serious. 1-4 against your arch rival, and we know up there that's all they care about is beating Michigan. Like, that's what they gotta beat Michigan. And you know, Ohio State, that program is always gonna be national championship and beat Michigan or bust. It's not a Clemson situation where we just want to get a seat at the table. Yeah. They're a team that they need to be at the table every year. And we know we need to be at the table every year. And we better win.
Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State, yeah. And I think the expectations there are a lot different than pretty much almost everywhere in the country, probably besides like Georgia, you know, stuff like that. Let me ask you this, and I'm going to give my take too. Do you think Ryan Day needs to at least be on the hot seat? And do you think he will be fired? Now, I'll give you my answer to it. I think if Ryan Day does not make a run in this playoffs, I think he's Jover. I'm not going to lie. If they got to go up against, let's just say Georgia round 1 in Columbus, and Georgia goes up there and beats them, I think it's done. I think it's cooked. I think it's Jover, because they're going to say this dude hasn't won a big game besides Penn State, which they beat them every year anyway. Besides Clemson in 2011, I mean, in 2021 and Penn State game, they haven't won a big game up there yet. They're going to miss out on a Big Ten championship again this year. Again. So I think at this point with Penn State, with Ohio State and the way they operate, I think if they get beat first round, it would not surprise me if the next day we wake up and he's fired. And again, with a 66-10 record, it sounds crazy as hell. Like, it sounds like, really, you would fire somebody? But I'm telling you, up there, they don't play about that Michigan-Ohio State game. So I'm going to ask you again, do you think he should be on the hot seat, and do you think he should be fired, or do you think, you feel me?
I think if that roster truly is $20 million, like you said, and for them to have, because a couple years ago I seen a tweet, they had 6 of the top 10 players signed.
Yeah,
coming out of high school, six top 10 players,
and all of them went 0-4 against Michigan.
Listen, that's why I'm trying to say, like, if your roster really is a $20 million roster and you can't beat your rival, and you can't beat or you can't win a national championship, I ain't gonna lie, Ohio State, the expectations are different, brother. You might have to go, because Urban Meyer got one. You know what I'm saying? Urban Meyer even got in there and got one in the first year of the college football playoff. And I don't know how long Ryan Day been there now. What, 4 or 5 years? He been there 5 years. And they ain't even, had they played in the national championship game?
He been there since 5 years. You're right. Go ahead. My bad. Sorry.
Has he played? They played in the national championship game once, right?
1 year. Yeah, that was the year with Fields when they beat us, and they got blitzed by Alabama.
That's right. Look, and they say Urban Meyer went 7-0 against Michigan. Come on, bro. They don't play about that, bro. They don't play about that. When Dabo first got there, Clemson was hot. We had really good seasons, ACC championships.
Yeah,
I mean, we were really good, but Dabo couldn't beat South Carolina at first. and they were still talking about him.
Yeah.
They were still
firing Dabo the first couple years when he was losing, because he lost like 5 straight to South Carolina.
That's what I'm saying. He lost 5 straight to open up his. I think he won the first one and lost the next 5. And they were saying until we won that
he had an interim tag on him still at that point.
Yeah. But until he won the national championship game, they was really looking at Dabo sideways, like, man, I don't know if you can't beat South Carolina. We don't know if we want to really keep you like that, even though he was a great coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ryan Day the same way. I think we can all agree 66-10 ain't nothing to laugh at.
No,
you know what I'm saying? All. That's fantastic for any program. Any program would take that across 5 years. But at some point, man, we gonna need a ring, bro. We gonna need a championship. Bro, do they even have they got what, 2? He got 2 Big Ten championships out of them, right? Or 1?
He only got 1 so he's been there since when, 19? They only got 1, bro.
Michigan got 2 or 3 in a row because they won the last 3. Ohio State won. I think they got the 2. He got the 2 before that. No, you're right. He only got 1 because this is year 5, and so this year they're not playing. So he only got 1.
That's what I'm saying. He only got 1.
Yeah, you're right. Ooh,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. I think Ryan. Let me look it up, but I'm almost for certain.
No, you're right.
Ryan Day only has 1
Big Ten championship. Right.
I could be wrong, but I'm gonna check now.
I think you're right because Michigan got the last 3, and we know Ohio State not getting the 1 this year. Exactly. So that's got to be just 1.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's not gonna fly, bro.
Let me see. I'm about to look it up right now and see how many. So he has 1, 2. It say he won 2 Big Ten. So he won in 19 and he won in 20. That's what it's saying. So he did get 2. He got 2.
So this is year 6 then.
This year 6. Yep. This year 6. Yep.
Okay. This is year 6 then. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. So he got 2, but still, I don't know. The expectations at Ohio State.
Higher, man, you need to be winning it damn near like every other year at least.
Yeah, you got to have. I'm not gonna lie. I think with the talent and the roster that he has, it makes no sense that he don't have a national championship.
He walked into a beautiful situation. Look what Urban left him. He left him it don't get much more perfect than what Urban left him.
Yeah. He probably, if we being honest, can you name another head coach that was gift wrapped a more perfect situation ever?
Kirby Smart, probably. Close to it, but it wasn't Georgia. That good. It wasn't even that good.
No, absolutely not.
There's not a coach that's gotten a better gift.
Because Georgia, the year before he got there, they was like 8-4.
They was like 8-4. Yeah. There's no quarterback. There's no coach that's had a better situation walking into the building than Ryan Day.
Because Kirby had to build. He at least had to build some of what Georgia had going on.
But they were still a pretty.
Absolutely, yeah. They were still great.
Not as good as
what Kirby got them now.
Yeah, not as good as Ohio State though. Ohio State
right.
Loaded when he
That's what I'm saying. They loaded.
Loaded when they leave.
Because think about it, Ryan Day. What exactly has he built at Ohio State? Riddle me that. That's the question that needs to be answered. Because as a head coach, especially as a big time program, what have you built? You see what I'm saying? Dan Lanning them built Oregon up in the last 2 seasons to be at least a college football playoff contender, which is something that they haven't been since Marcus Mariota was there. You know what I'm saying? He at least built them up to that point, right? Since Chip Kelly left, I think was the last time they was a really good team. Ryan Day took a team that was gift wrapped by Urban Meyer and hasn't succeeded. I mean, he's pretty much failed every single season outside of the two Big Ten championship games. That's all he has to his name. You know what I'm saying? Denzel says he doesn't have an identity underneath him, just what was gifted to him. And I couldn't have said it better myself. That's exactly what it is. He ain't built nothing at Ohio State. No, I mean, the 5 stars, they're not coming there for no Ryan Day. They going there for Ohio State.
Right. Exactly.
They want them what's it called? Them weed patches on their helmet, bro. That's what they want. They want the weed, the THC on their helmet. That's what they want.
Me and you could recruit Ohio State. It's Ohio State.
Yeah. That's what they want. They want the brand name. The wide receivers, they want to be there with Carter, Olave, Jackson Smith. You know what I'm saying? Michael Thomas's of the world. All them people. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want to be with. The running backs, Zeke Elliott's. You know what I'm saying? Eddie George's of the world, right? That's who they come in there for. quarterbacks, JT Barrett, Cardale Jones, Justin Fields, Braxton Miller. You know what I'm saying? All these guys, that's what they coming there for, because they want to be the next big thing. And they know that if you go to Ohio State and you play well, you're going right to the NFL. Defensive line, they want to be one of the Bosa's. You know what I mean? That's all. And the Chase Young. That's all. It's easy. Ohio State is the gift that keeps on giving. It sells itself at this point. You know what I mean? And he just hasn't done anything with it. So I think it's to answer your question, plainly put, yes, he should be on the hot seat.
Yeah. I know it sounds crazy because he's 66-10, but I mean, I kind of agree.
It need to be lukewarm at the very least.
At the very least, yeah. At the very least, like I'm sorry, like that's just to me kind of pathetic. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I wanted to ask you about one more thing, and then we're gonna kind of start wrapping it up here. Let's talk about the whole flag planting stuff and the rivalries and all that, because this weekend it was going crazy. Like everybody was throwing hands, bro. Like if you played your op this weekend, you was throwing hands. And a lot of the flag planting stuff has become a thing really since I think kind of Baker Mayfield kind of started it a little bit low key a couple years back when he planted the flag at Ohio State. Actually, ironically, he kind of started that whole thing a little bit. So at least from what I can remember, how do you feel about the whole? And you kind of already talked about it a little bit earlier. How did you feel about the whole flag planting stuff that was going on through college football this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's I don't think it's, first and foremost, I don't think it's so bad that the police need to come out there and start pepper spraying.
That was insane.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's ridiculous.
And I honestly got to comment on that too. I think that might be a little bit of a racial undertone, but
it is.
Yeah,
the biggest thugs and gang in America wanted to go out there and spray some people down. That's all it was.
Yeah, there was no need for them.
They just wanted a reason.
Yeah, there was no need for them to do that.
But at the end of the day, man, like Ace said, if you don't want me to do it, then stop me. You can't sit here. We done fought on this field. I mean, we done acted like gladiators for the last 40 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? 48 minutes. And you couldn't stop me then. So now why after the game, after I done beat you and sent you back to the locker room, why you gonna be mad?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You lost. Let us enjoy our day. Let us celebrate the way that we, especially at a rivalry. I think that should become like tradition. And to be real with you, and don't get mad at me because I'm doing it. Not doing it to be disrespectful. We just saying we conquered you. That's what they used to do back in the day. You know, when they used to go to war, when we took over your land, we took our flag and we planted it. And that's all they doing. That's all these kids doing. They just want to plant a flag and say, look, we came in your house. We beat you. This is our house now for this year. And if you want a chance to beat us again, we'll see you in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? At your house. So that's all it is. I don't have no problem with it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like the fighting goes, at that point, I agree with kind of Mullins said. You got to learn how to lose, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't win, then you need to learn how to lose. Don't be mad and come out here and try to fight me because I'm happy that I beat my rivals. Nah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't get out there and start swinging. I definitely agree with that. But as far as the flag planting goes, man, I don't see no problem with it. Like if South Carolina would have came and planted a flag on midfield, I would have been hot, but I couldn't do nothing about it because we lost. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's perfectly fine, bro. I go ahead and do it.
I agree. A couple more things before we wrap it up. A few breaking news things. Clemson wide receiver Troy Stellato is entering the transfer portal. I think we kind of all seen this coming. He hasn't been able to stay healthy, unfortunately. That really sucks for him. He's going to be hitting the portal. Also, as well, this was going on during our podcast as well. Your boy from Arizona, Noah Fieta, is that right?
Fifita?
Yeah, he's hitting the portal as well. So that's a pretty big name.
It is.
Miller Moss, he's hitting the portal. I think that was from yesterday. So there's some big names. Our guy from Liberty that me and you love, Salters. He's hitting the portal. So there's a lot of big names already hitting the portal as is. So I did want to kind of just bring that up before we, end things out. But Kobe Prentice is the wide receiver at Alabama. He's hitting the portal. I think this is just going to be a new thing. Yeah. So I think this is going to be a new thing where guys are just going to hit the portal to see where they can get the most money. I mean, I think that's kind of because some of these guys, I'm like, why are you leaving? Like Troy, definitely understand. Like he never was able to stay healthy, and that kind of sucks for him. I think he's a really good kid. But some of these other guys, like Kobe Prince, I thought he actually had a decent season this year. So I'm kind of
saying, he must want to go be wide receiver 1 somewhere.
Maybe. So yeah, that was just some of the portal news that was kind of going on while we were on the stream. Cam, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite episode we've ever done. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely enjoyed it tonight. It's definitely been a blast. One other thing too that a lot of people are also saying, and Clemson could potentially be a favorite. It might be bad, but it might be good. Clemson could potentially block Alabama from getting in, bro. Think about it. If Clemson, they're at 11 now, right, which is essentially the last spot. If Clemson beats SMU, they've already said they're not going to punish teams for losing, essentially, in their conference championship game. Do you think there's a potential chance that if Clemson wins, 2 ACC team gets in and then Alabama gets booted out? Because that's what I see a lot of people on my TL saying now, that Clemson can potentially, if they win, block Alabama from getting in, essentially. Because Clemson's technically not in right now. But if they win, they will be.
So I think the thing is, I don't know if that's possible because the committee said that the order of Alabama, Miami, Ole Miss, and South Carolina was going to stay no matter what happens this weekend. They said those 4 teams are going to stay. No, I understand what you're saying. Like, if we get up there and slide them down, I understand what you're saying. But I don't know the reason why I say that, because if SMU falls, basically what I took that as is if SMU loses in the conference championship, then they're out.
Really? So you think they're going to put them all the way out?
Because where are they right now? 8?
8, yeah.
Who's at 9?
Who's at 9? Indiana. Indiana's at 9.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So, if you just moved South Carolina down, I mean, if you just moved Clemson down 5 spots for losing to a team, I don't know. It's gonna be tough, bro. I don't know,
bro.
I feel like if SMU wins, if SMU loses, I think especially if it's like, now I'm not gonna lie, if SMU get boat raced, they probably should get left out.
They probably are.
I don't think Clemson's, and I'm a Clemson fan, I don't think Clemson's really a good team, to be honest with you. So if you get boat raced by Clemson, I do think you should kind of be left out. But if they keep it close within 10, 14 points, and I think they'll win, but if they keep it within those margins, I honestly think, you feel me, that they should be able to,
Yeah. What I truly think, bro, is that essentially at this moment in time, Clemson's playing for a spot. It's for playing for that 12 spot. And I think because if Boise State, because now you got to ask the question, well, no, Boise State, they're losing. If they're losing, they're out. Yeah. But not Boise State. That's not who I meant. I meant Arizona State and Iowa State.
Right.
That's who because now we need to ask the question. So you put 2 teams. Actually, that's a good point, T, because 2 teams really need to drop out the top 10.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Or excuse me, top 12.
Alabama low key would get booted right out.
So Arizona State
wins.
Arizona State gets in. They take the 12th seed. If Clemson wins, then Arizona State takes the 4th seed.
Correct.
And Clemson takes the 12th seed.
Correct.
So I don't know, T. That's a good point.
I think Alabama would get booted, bro. I do.
Well, hold on.
I don't think they. Well, I guess what I'm saying is I don't think they'll take SMU out. Is essentially what I'm saying. I think Clemson just gets added in, and who's ever 11, which is Alabama, is going to get booted out.
They slide out.
That's what I think is going to happen. If Clemson, I don't think Clemson we don't had on my Clemson spill. I don't think we beat a team with a post, so it don't matter anyway. But if we did, I think SMU stays in, and I think Alabama gets booted out because then at that point, BYU is a good loss for who's Arizona State playing in the championship game?
Iowa State.
So BYU is still 10-2 though, so they're still a pretty good team, and they're ranked. And then on top of that, you gotta look at if they lose to Clemson, they're also ranked. So 2 ranked losses to Alabama's, what is it, 3 unranked? It was Vandy was unranked, and who else they lost to?
Oklahoma was
unranked. Definitely unranked. And who's the other team they lost to?
I can't even think of it right now. Who did they lose it? It wasn't Texas, right?
Did they play? I don't think it was Texas. No. Who did Alabama lose to this year? I gotta look it up. I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, like I was saying, I know they got 2 unranked losses though for sure.
They lost to Vanderbilt. They lose to Tennessee.
Tennessee. No. That's who it was.
Tennessee beat them.
Yep. Tennessee beat them 24-17. Yep. But that was a ranked loss, but still. But again, that's just my personal take on it. Look, we know we went a long time tonight, but it was fun. We had 213 people in here consistently tonight. So shout out to y'all. Again, definitely go shout out. And matter of fact, let me post this stuff back up here. Check out our boy's book, Find Your Happy by Robert Brenton III. He was on earlier today. Please go check him out. Please go check out his book. It's on all platforms or whatever. Please go check him out. And yeah, man, again, Cam, great show, positive show, and it was lit, bro. Good, really good show, man. Cam, did you want to say anything before in and out tonight?
Nah, man. Thank y'all for calling in. Shout out to everybody. I think Denzel, Ace, AB.
I think Chill came in here for a second, but he dipped out.
Oh, Chills was in here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else called in too.
Yeah, it was somebody else too. I didn't get to everybody because there was so many people lining up. So again, it's definitely going to be something that we're going to be implementing going forward too. We'll let people call, especially probably the next 2 weeks. We probably going to be, especially
probably leading up to the playoffs. We'll probably do some call-ins and let y'all weigh in.
Absolutely.
Probably definitely next week because next week is the selection show.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
So and that's gonna be on Sunday actually.
Sunday. Yeah, that's gonna be on Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah.
But all right, y'all. We appreciate y'all's love and support. Definitely gonna holler at y'all later on this week. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, follow us on all streaming platforms. Again, man, happy holidays. I know we'll be back, but happy holidays to everybody. Y'all be safe, be good, and we gonna holler at y'all next week. And until next time, appreciate y'all, man. Holler at y'all next week, man.